Think Hollywood romance is all breakups, scandals, and dramatic exits? Yeah, not always. Because behind the headlines, there's another side of Hollywood, one filled with real love stories that have lasted decades. The kind built on friendship, loyalty, laughter, and a whole lot of patience. Welcome back to Hollywood Happily Ever Afters. This is part two, where we're diving into more celebrity couples who didn't just fall in love, they built a life and stayed there. From comedians who found their perfect match behind the scenes to partnerships that quietly stood the test of time, these are the love stories that prove forever can exist, even in Hollywood. And honestly, some of these might surprise you. Era 4. Love and laughter that lasted, because the best relationships come with a sense of humor. Adam Sandler and Jackie Sandler, 20 plus years, 2003 to present. Hollywood humor meets real life loyalty, a love story built on laughter and partnership. Adam met Jackie Titoni while filming Big Daddy in 1999, where she had a small role as a waitress. He later shared that they locked eyes and fell deep early on, sparking a relationship that quickly grew into something lasting. The couple married on June 22, 2003, in a star-studded outdoor Jewish ceremony at Dick Clark's Malibu estate. In true Sandler fashion, their beloved bulldog, Meatball, served as ring bearer, wearing a custom black tuxedo. Jackie converted to Judaism prior to their marriage, and together they built a strong family-centered life. Despite Adam's massive Hollywood success, they've kept things grounded, raising their two daughters with a focus on family first. Their children have occasionally appeared in Adam's films, continuing the family's playful presence on screen. Sadie Sandler, born May 2006. She made her debut as a toddler in You Don't Mess with Zohan in 2008 and has appeared in numerous projects, including the Hotel Transylvania franchise and Grown Ups. Sunny Sandler, born November 2008. She took a leading role in the 2023 Netflix film You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah and appeared as Vienna Gilmore in Happy Gilmore 2 in 2025. Jackie frequently appears in Adam's movies, nearly 30 of them, often in small but memorable roles, making their relationship a true creative partnership. Adam has credited Jackie as both his emotional anchor and a driving force behind his success, saying she encourages him to take risks and supports every project he pursues. He's also refreshingly simple about their secret, spending time together and making each other laugh. In an industry known for chaos, their marriage stands out for its stability, humor, and genuine affection. A reminder that sometimes the best love stories are the ones that feel the most real. Jay Leno and Mavis Leno, 44 plus years, 1980 to present. Opposites who balance perfectly, a quiet, steadfast love away from the spotlight. Jay met Mavis Nicholson in 1976 at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. At the time, he was an up-and-coming comedian, and Mavis sat in the audience, instantly captivated. Holy that comedian is gorgeous, she reportedly thought. Though she hadn't been interested in dating comedians, that quickly changed. They married on November 3, 1980, on Jay's parents' wedding anniversary, making the day even more meaningful. Jay's proposal wasn't dramatic or over the top. Instead, it reflected his practical nature. He wanted to ensure Mavis would be protected and cared for if anything ever happened to him. For him, love is less about the big moments and more about long-term security and commitment. Early on, the couple made the decision not to have children, a choice Mavis had felt strongly about since childhood, and one Jay fully supported. He's often described their dynamic as marrying the person you aspire to be, someone who grounds you and balances the more self-focused nature of show business. Over the decades, Jay and Mavis have remained one of Hollywood's most private and enduring couples. Their relationship has largely stayed out of the spotlight, built on independence, mutual respect, and a deep understanding of each other's differences. Mavis has built her own powerful legacy as a philanthropist and activist, advocating for women's rights in Afghanistan. As chair of the Feminist Majority Foundation's campaign to stop gender apartheid, she was honored in May 2024 with the first ever Mavis Leno Award for Global Women's Rights. Jay, best known for The Tonight Show, has consistently credited Mavis as the steady force in his life. While she prefers a quiet, private lifestyle, Jay leans into his passions for cars and comedy, their differences forming a balance rather than a divide. They've largely avoided scandal, weathering decades of fame, career highs, and personal challenges. Jay once summed up their success simply as, "Marry your conscience. I did." In recent years, their bond has taken on an even deeper meaning. In early 2024, it was revealed that Mavis is living with advanced dementia. Jay has spoken openly about caring for her, saying he still tries to make her laugh every day, approaching this chapter not as a burden, but as a profound expression of love. Their story is a quiet but powerful reminder that lasting love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's steady, selfless, and unwavering. Howie Mandel and Terry Mandel, 44 plus years, 1980 to present. High energy meets unwavering support, a partnership that thrives through life's challenges. Howie and Terry met as kids, just 12 and 14, at a local youth center, the Y, in Toronto. Howie loves to tell the story of being short on money for French fries and borrowing a quarter from Terry, an early hint that she'd be there for him from the very beginning. They both attended William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute, but Terry wasn't immediately impressed. She turned him down for years, put off by his self-described obnoxious reputation. Eventually, though, persistence paid off, and they began dating when Howie was just 19. His proposal was just as unconventional as you'd expect. In a deli, he placed a loose diamond on the table and told her she could make it into a ring if she wanted, then casually went to the bathroom. They married on March 16, 1980 in Toronto, and reportedly spent their honeymoon at a comedy club, setting the tone for a life built around laughter. Over 4 decades later, they've navigated both Hollywood success and deeply personal challenges side by side. The couple shares 3 children and a close-knit family dynamic. Jacqueline Jackie Schultz, born 1984, co-host of the podcast Howie Mandel Does Stuff, and open about sharing her father's OCD and anxiety. Alex Mandel, born 1989, a YouTuber and director who has collaborated on several of his father's projects. Riley Ehrlich, born 1992, a doctor of physical therapy and wellness coach. They're also proud grandparents, recently welcoming a new grandchild in early 2024. Terry has been instrumental in both Howie's career and his mental health journey. He credits her with encouraging him to take opportunities he might have passed on, including hosting Deal or No Deal. Through his well-documented struggles with OCD and anxiety, she has remained a constant grounding presence. Their marriage has endured the ups and downs of fame, with Terry often choosing to stay out of the spotlight while Howie built his career as a comedian, actor, and host of America's Got Talent. Howie often jokes that the secret to their long marriage is that they're never together because of his touring schedule. But more seriously, he calls her his rock. She knows everything about me, and she has stayed. Their story stands out for its honesty, resilience, and the kind of love that grows stronger through life's real challenges. Era 5. Modern Hollywood survivors. Still married. Finally, the modern Hollywood couples who prove that even in an era of instant fame and temptation, lasting love is possible. Ron Howard and Cheryl Alley. 50 years, 1977 to present. Childhood sweethearts turned lifelong partners. Friendship at the foundation of love. Ron and Cheryl met as juniors at John Burroughs High School in Burbank, California, and married on June 7, 1975, both just 21 years old. Nearly 5 decades later, their love story has come full circle. To celebrate their 50th anniversary in 2025, they reportedly donated a kissing bench to the Burbank Park where they once sat together as teenagers. Together, they raised 4 children, 3 daughters and 1 son, famously naming them after the places they were conceived, blending creativity with a touch of family lore. Their children have largely followed creative paths of their own. Bryce Dallas Howard, born in 1981, a globally recognized actress and director known for the Jurassic World franchise and The Help, and for directing episodes of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. Paige Carlisle Howard, born in 1985, an actress with roles in films like Adventureland and the comedy series Stock Talk. Her fraternal twin, Jocelyn Carlisle Howard, born in 1985, appeared briefly on Arrested Development, but has largely chosen a private, family-focused life. Reed Cross Howard, born in 1987, a professional golfer and content creator, sharing instructional videos and documenting his career online. Ron often credits the longevity of their marriage to communication and a bit of luck, once saying, "I met her and there was never anybody else." Despite decades in Hollywood, they've maintained a close-knit family life, regularly supporting their children's milestones and careers. Ron has even joked, "I knew she was the one when she didn't run screaming after seeing me as a child actor." Their relationship has endured through every chapter, from Ron's early days on Happy Days to his success as Academy Award-winning director, grounded in friendship, patience, and a shared history that spans a lifetime. In an industry where relationships often fade, theirs remains one of Hollywood's most enduring, quiet, steady, and built to last. Samuel L. Jackson and LaTanya Richardson Jackson, 46 years, married 1980 to present. Hollywood's steady duo, decades of shared careers, laughs, and unwavering partnership. Samuel L. Jackson met LaTanya Richardson Jackson in the late 1960s while they were students at neighboring schools in Atlanta. He attended Morehouse College and she attended Spelman College. They connected through shared passions for acting, activism, and the vibrant social life between the 2 campuses, forming a strong bond during a time of cultural and political change. Their relationship grew over the course of a decade before they married in a small civil ceremony in New York City on August 18, 1980. An event Samuel later joked he only remembered because LaTanya printed the invitations and told him to be there. Together, they built a life grounded in both family and purpose and share one daughter, Zoe Jackson, born in 1982. An Emmy Award-winning producer and director known for her work on RuPaul's Drag Race 2021, as well as major productions including Project Runway, Top Chef, and Chopped. Samuel and LaTanya have also shared the screen, appearing together in films such as Juice, Losing Isaiah, and Mother and Child. A Tony-nominated actress, LaTanya has built an accomplished career of her own and notably directed Samuel in the 2022 Broadway revival of The Piano Lesson. Beyond their work in entertainment, they are deeply committed to giving back, actively supporting historically Black colleges and universities, including Morehouse and Spelman, and advocating for social justice causes. In August 2025, the couple celebrated their 45th wedding anniversary with a trip to Cannes, sharing glimpses of the milestones on social media. Through decades of careers in film, theater, and activism, they have remained a constant for one another. Samuel once joked that they expected a relationship full of drama, like the Black Liz Taylor and Richard Burton, but instead chose something far more powerful, building a lasting partnership and keeping their family strong. Their story is one of love, loyalty, and shared growth, an enduring bond that has stood the test of time in Hollywood and beyond. Denzel and Pauletta Washington, 42 years, 1983 to present. 4 decades of partnership, parenting, and choosing each other every day. Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington first met while co-starring in the 1977 made-for-TV film Wilma, about Olympic sprinter Wilma Rudolph. But their connection didn't truly spark until months later, when they ran into each other again at a mutual friend's party. Denzel has often shared that it took him 3 proposals before Pauletta finally said yes, a persistence that would become a defining trait of their relationship. They married on June 25, 1983 in Mount Vernon, New York, and went on to raise 4 children, each carving out their own path in their entertainment industry. John David Washington, born in 1984. A former professional football player turned Golden Globe nominated actor, known for Black Klansman and Tenet. Kasha Washington, born 1986, a Yale graduate and accomplished film producer, with credits including Malcolm and Marie and The Piano Lesson. Olivia Washington, born 1991, an actress with roles in The Butler, I'm a Virgo, and The Tragedy of Macbeth. Malcolm Washington, born in 1991, Olivia's twin, a director and producer who recently made his directorial debut with The Piano Lesson. Known for their strength and stability, the couple has built a relationship grounded in mutual respect and shared values. Denzel has often credited Pauletta as the foundation of their family, saying she did the heavy lifting in raising their children and making their house a home. In his 2019 AFI Life Achievement Award speech, he said, "I would not be alive without Pauletta Washington." In 1995, they reaffirmed their commitment by renewing their vows in South Africa in a ceremony officiated by Desmond Tutu, adding yet another meaningful chapter to their story. Through decades of fame, family, and change, their marriage has remained steady, a powerful example of love built not just on romance, but on commitment, faith, and the daily choice to stand by one another. Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan, married 37 years, 1988 to present. Love that thrives through challenges, Parkinson's, and showbiz, anchored by loyalty and family. Michael J. Fox met Tracy Pollan in 1985 on the set of the hit TV show Family Ties, where she played Ellen Reed, the girlfriend of his character, Alex P. Keaton. Their on-screen chemistry soon turned into a real-life connection, and they married 3 years later on July 16, 1988, in a private ceremony at the West Mountain Inn in Woodstock, Vermont. Together, they raised 4 children, each forging their own path. Sam Michael Fox, born 1989, film and television producer whose credits include the 2024 Netflix series Dead Boy Detectives, the short film Good Grief, and his father's 2023 documentary called Still, a Michael J. Fox movie. In October 2025, he married his longtime partner, Molly Milstein, Aquina Kathleen Fox, born 1995, a development executive at Annapurna Pictures in LA and co-founder of the student fundraiser Pancakes for Parkinson's during her time at Duke. Schuler Francis Fox, born 1995, Aquila's twin, a children's media producer with a Master of Education from Harvard University. She married her longtime partner on June 22, 2024, in the Catskills Mountains. Esme Annabelle Fox, born 2001, the youngest, a 2025 graduate of Duke University with a strong background in journalism, including work with the 19th Street Journal and the Tampa Bay Times. She also ran the Brooklyn Half Marathon alongside her sisters in support of Team Fox. The family remains a united front for the Michael J. Fox Foundation, frequently participating in the annual A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Cure Parkinson's Gala and serving as ambassadors for its mission. Through Michael's continued advocacy and public work, he has remained a visible and inspiring force, even stepping back from acting after a celebrated career that included iconic roles in Back to the Future, Family Ties, and Spin City. Michael often describes his family as his greatest support system, noting they have adapted beautifully to the challenges of his illness. Michael and Tracy's marriage has weathered extraordinary challenges, most notably Michael's diagnosis with Parkinson's disease at age 29, which he revealed publicly in 1998. Tracy became his fiercest advocate and steady foundation, someone he credits with keeping their family grounded. He has often said she is the one who shows up when things get hard. Together they have balanced careers, parenthood, and advocacy, building a life rooted in resilience, humor, and unwavering support. Michael and Tracy's partnership stands as a powerful testament to enduring love, one that grows stronger through illness, uncertainty, and the pressures of fame. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, 38 years, 1988 to present. Hollywood endured. Their marriage thrived on humor, loyalty, and weathering everything together. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's story began long before they became one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. They first met in the early 1980s on the set of the sitcom Bosom Buddies, where Rita had a guest role and Tom was one of the leads. Though there was an immediate connection, the timing wasn't right. A few years later, they reconnected while filming the 1985 movie Volunteers, and this time everything clicked. They married on April 30th, 1988, celebrating with a reception at Rex 2 Restaurant in Los Angeles. Before their wedding, Tom converted to Rita's Greek Orthodox faith, a decision that remains a meaningful part of their family identity. Today, the couple are even honorary citizens of Greece. Over the years, they built not only a life together, but a creative partnership as well, collaborating through their production company, Playtone. Together, they've raised a blended family of 4 children, all of whom have found their place in storytelling and entertainment. Colin Hanks, born in 1977, Tom's eldest son from his first marriage to Samantha Luz. A prolific actor, director, and producer, he directed the acclaimed 2025 documentary John Candy, I Like Me, and stars in Nobody 2. Elizabeth Ann Hanks, born in 1982. Also from Tom's first marriage, she is a successful author and journalist writing under the pen name E.A. Hanks, with a widely praised memoir released in 2025. Chester Hanks, born in 1990. Known as Chet, he is an actor, musician, and entrepreneur. As of 2026, he stars in the Netflix series Running Point and continues to expand his fitness brand, Hanks Fit. Truman Hanks, born in 1995, their youngest son, who works behind the scenes in camera and electrical departments on major productions like Succession and Fallout, and appeared on screen as a younger version of his father's character in A Man Called Otto. Through decades of fame, success, and personal challenges, Tom and Rita have remained a constant for one another. They continue to split their time between LA and Greece, supporting each other's creative projects and philanthropic efforts. Their marriage is often held up as one of Hollywood's strongest, proof that with shared values, resilience, and a sense of humor, love can not only survive the spotlight, it can thrive in it. Annette Bening and Warren Beatty, 34 years, 1992 to present. Boring, private, and lasting. Proof discretion can be a superpower in love. Annette Bening and Warren Beatty met in 1991 over a business lunch to discuss the film Bugsy. At the time, Beatty was famously known as a lifelong bachelor, but he later said he had no doubt about marrying Bening from the moment they met. They wed on March 3, 1992, in an ultra-private Los Angeles ceremony so intimate that their newborn son, Steven, was reportedly the only witness. The wedding came shortly after completing the film that first brought them together, marking the beginning of a partnership defined by intention and privacy. Bening has often described their relationship as boring in the best possible way, crediting mutual respect and a shared commitment to a family as the foundation of their lasting bond. Together, they've raised 4 children, all of whom have pursued creative paths. Stephen Ira Beatty, born 1992, a published writer and poet featured in the Paris Review, as well as a prominent advocate for the transgender community. Benjamin Beatty, born 1994, an actor who appeared in the Coen brothers film Hail Caesar in 2016. Isabel Beatty, born 1997, a writer and filmmaker involved in independent shorts and digital projects. Ella Beatty, born in 2000, a Juilliard School graduate who gained attention in 2024 with Feud, Capote vs. the Swans, and her Broadway debut in Appropriate. While both have maintained active careers, Bening has spoken about stepping back from certain roles to prioritize family, balancing 4 children and high-profile careers with remarkable discretion. Through decades of fame, speculation, and Hollywood scrutiny, their approach has remained the same. Keep it private, keep it grounded. As Bening once quipped, "We're boring, which is why we last." Their marriage stands as a testament to the power of privacy, devotion, and steady, intentional love. Proof that sometimes the quietest relationships are the strongest. Era 6. Long-term love without the license. Some couples prove that you don't need a wedding certificate to make love last. Decades together through fame, travel, and the occasional paparazzi ambush, all without ever saying, "I do." Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, 43 years together, never married. No ring required. Decades of love, family, and non-married bliss. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell first met on the set of the one and only Genuine Original Family Band in 1966. But their love story didn't begin until years later, when they reunited while filming Swing Shift in the early 1980s. This time, the connection was undeniable. Since then, they built one of Hollywood's most enduring partnerships, spanning more than 4 decades without ever marrying. Both have consistently said that choosing not to marry has been the key to their success, with Hawn noting that the freedom to choose each other every day keeps their relationship strong. Together, they raised a blended family of 4 children, all of whom have found their place in the entertainment industry. Oliver Hudson, born 1976, Goldie's son from her marriage to Bill Hudson, a successful actor and producer known for Rules of Engagement, Nashville, and The Cleaning Lady, and co-host of the podcast Sibling Revelry with his sister. Kate Hudson, born 1979, Goldie's daughter from her marriage to Bill Hudson. an Academy Award-nominated actress, singer, and entrepreneur who released her debut album Glorious in 2024 and stars in the 2025 Netflix comedy Running Point. Boston Russell, born 1980, Kurt's son from his marriage to Season Hubley. He has largely stayed out of the spotlight, with experience in film production, including work on Executive Decision. Wyatt Russell, born 1986, the couple's only biological child, a former professional hockey player turned actor, known for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and for starring alongside Kurt in the Apple TV Plus series Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, where they portray the same character at different ages. In late 2024, the family celebrated the 20th anniversary of Mind Up, where the couple was honored for their long-standing dedication to the cause. Both credit their unconventional choice for their longevity, with Goldie famously quipping, "I would have been long divorced if I had been married." Their enduring partnership proves that commitment, laughter, and mutual respect matter far more than a piece of paper. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham, together 40 years, 1986 to present, never married. 4 decades of partnership proving love doesn't need a license to last. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham have shared a committed, self-defining partnership since meeting at a charity event in 1986, the same year the Oprah Winfrey Show debuted. Though engaged in 1992, they chose not to marry, deciding instead that a traditional structure didn't fit the life they were building. They've sustained their relationship through independence, mutual respect, and aligned values. While they don't have children together, Oprah considers the girls of the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy in South Africa her daughters. She's also close with Stedman's family, including his daughter Wendy and granddaughter Cadence. Splitting time between homes in Montecito and Maui, they've kept their personal life largely private. As Oprah has said, "Marriage isn't a requirement for me to love, support, and grow with someone." Their relationship stands as a lasting example that commitment isn't defined by a contract, but by choosing each other every day. Well, there you have it. Hollywood couples who endured fame and chaos and still chose one another. I hope you enjoyed Hollywood Happily Ever Afters Part 2. These love stories remind us that real love isn't about perfection. It's about staying, growing, and choosing each other again and again. And yes, even under the brightest spotlight, that kind of lasting love does exist. So tell me, which couple surprised you the most? Or who is your favorite? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Retrospective for more nostalgic stories that shaped our world. See you in the next one.